What's going on, everyone? We just finished up Battlefield 6. It was a pretty good experience. The game is pretty fun. But, anyways, let's go ahead and get into the review. Alright, next we're going to be talking about combat. It was pretty solid. I didn't find any weapons that were really lacking, or I guess overpowered either. So, overall, that was pretty solid. So my rating for this is going to be a 10 out of 10. Alright, the next thing I'm going to be going over is the level design. It was good, but there was a couple of times where my character would get I guess the animation would get stuck on like an object whenever you're like jumping over something. So my rating for this is probably going to be a 7 out of 10. Alright, the next thing we're going to be talking about is the visuals. The game does look really good, but there was a couple of times during like a cutscene or something, whenever it was like interacting with the character in the mission, it would cause me to get stuck, or like the character would stutter whenever like I guess doing an action after like a cutscene or that involves a cutscene. So I'm gonna give visuals a 7 out of 10. Alright, next is gonna be the story. It was alright, to be quite honest. It didn't really drag me in to the story. I mean, it wasn't awful, but it wasn't amazing either. But considering it's Battlefield, I'd say it's pretty good compared to what some games could be. So I'm gonna give it like a 6 out of 10. Alright, the next thing we're gonna be talking about is performance. I didn't find anything that was really, I guess, groundbreaking. The only thing I really had a problem with was for PC. I don't know about consoles or anything. Whenever you like first start it up, you have to like try and get into the game like one or two times if you're trying to go to like the campaign. I think if it's like for multiplayer, it's only like once or something like that. Uh, but yeah, other than that, I think it was pretty good. So I'm gonna give it like a 9 out of 10. Alright, the replay value is the next thing we're gonna be talking about. Even though the main story was a bit short, there still is a decent bit of replay value, especially if you're trying to get like the dog tags, um, or if you just want to play it on like a harder difficulty. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this like a 8 out of 10. Alright, and this is the verdict. Overall, Battlefield 6 was a pretty good experience. If you haven't played it, I recommend it. But if it's a little pricey, maybe if you're just doing it for the campaign, maybe wait a little bit until it's like on sale or something. But my final score is an 8 out of 10. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed my review, and I will see y'all on the next one.